Hello everyone. In this edition, I'm talking about movies that engage in little nothingness when the story ought to have ended. And that dear Nollywood does it so much. In this story, a man maltreats his wife and her children because they are all female. Somewhere along the line, he is falsely accused of murder. The climax is when the wife and one of their children provide the evidence which proves his innocence. After his release, there's a private party to celebrate his freedom. Here we get a glimpse of a change of his attitude towards his wife and children. Afterwards, there's a scene in the bedroom where he and his wife have a heart-to-heart talk, and he expresses regret for his past behavior and gratitude for her help. Nice way to end the story. But our dear writer refuses to let go of the pen. She added 6 scenes which painstakingly took the director extra 15 minutes of production. These are the scenes. 1. The wife's mother advises her daughter that to have a blissful marital life, she must continually work at it. 2. She admonishes the son-in-law's mother for interfering in the couple's marriage. 3. The children happily consume the ice cream and snacks their father bought for them. 4. The children and their father engage in a game in the garden. 5. The man's mother advises her son not to give up on having a male child, and he retorts that he is happy with the children that he has. 6. Husband and wife express their love for each other. A huge overkill. The scenes are so obvious. Most of what they portray have been implied in the 2 scenes preceding them. The rest can be deduced by the audience. Don't drag the end of a story with irrelevant or extremely obvious information. They are dead boring. However, there are some instances where a story might appear to have ended, but the writer adds an element which is genuinely interesting. In this story, a young man forgets his laptop in a taxi. A lot is at stake because he has a presentation that same day, and the document he needs for the presentation is in the laptop. Looking for the taxi driver is an assiduous task, but eventually he finds him, gets his laptop back, and has a brilliant presentation. That's the climax. His boss, who had considered terminating his appointment, rescinds his decision. The story could have ended, but there are a few additional scenes. These are the scenes. 1. He kisses a female colleague who supported him during his travail. She smacks him playfully. He leaves and she touches her lips and smiles, a look of affection on her face. This gives us an inkling that a romance might evolve between them. 2. He returns the vehicle the taxi driver had magnanimously allowed him to use in order to reach the office in time for his presentation. A bond is formed between the 2 men, evidenced in their discussion about their respective situations. 3. The taxi driver wins the lottery but couldn't find the ticket to use as proof. He remembers he left it in the taxi. He calls the guy, who responds that he didn't see it. The taxi driver is devastated. Later, a guy discovers that the lottery ticket is with him. He rushes off to return it to the taxi driver. All the scenes are relevant and interesting. If he wanted to, the writer could have continued the story. Consider this premise. What if a guy decides to use the ticket instead of giving it back to its rightful owner? Aha! That's not to say I'm advocating for part 2 of the movie. As a matter of fact, I have a thing against Nollywood's apartheid movies. If you want to know my view on such movies, tune in next time. Time is up, so I gotta go. See you next time.